On today's What's in the Box, Old West Empresario. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lee with Geek City USA, and today we're going to take a look at what's in the box of Old West Empresario. Now this is by TMG Games, and it is the sequel to Pioneer Days. So it's a little more of a dice-based game, so we'll see what this is like here. Let's tear into it and open it up. Now, I never did get an opportunity to play Pioneer Days, which really surprises me because it is right in our wheelhouse. Just a style of game that would get a lot of plays around our house. So that's something that's been on our list to pick up. But anyway, here we go. Old West Empresario, a game by Stan Kordonskiy. Kordonskiy. There we go. I think that's about right. And art by Sergei Marquette. We'll see here. So let's start off with the rule book. Wow, not a lot of rules to this. It seems pretty thin. So let's take a look here. Component setup. Oh, this is cool. I like when games do this when, and hopefully you can see that okay, but they identify like, hey, that's your rule book, and a little detail about it. Read thoroughly before your first game. Keep this in reach of inquisitive players and rules lawyers during the game. So this would sit in front of me for the whole game, just because I'm the rules lawyer. Well, let's see here. We have how to play here. Claim a tile, discard for income. So it seems to be. I mean, there's not a ton of rules to this, so this has got to be something that I would imagine is going to be a pretty quick game to pick up and teach other people. Character cards, game end scoring. Merle the Moonshiner, Nakoma the Translator, Jesse the Specialist, Sister Josephine. I actually had a Sister Josephine when I went to high school. And this is cool. I'm always a fan of any kind of summary that somebody does. It's always nice to be able to just sit this on the table like so people can pick it up and be like, what do I need for whatever? I like that. Unless, of course, you have a personal, everybody has their own little tile, but even so, this is enough. Usually, I'll stand it up at the table, lean it on something so that way people can see it. So let's see here. There's a lot of cardboard in this. So let's take a look. We'll do one at a time. Okay, so they're double-sided, so you see some are black and white. I wonder if that's as they retire out or something, but let's see. Let's pop the little buildings. How well do they pop? Oh, pretty good. Definitely a nice thickness. These are nice and thick, easy to pop out. Always nice to see. I hate when you pop something out and when it comes out, it's like, and it tears up the piece. That freaks me out. Here's these little worker guys. Pretty neat. These remind me of, I don't know if you've played Energy Empire, which is a fantastic worker placement game. This reminds me of the workers you place. They're about the same size as that. Not quite as thick, but almost the same size as far as cardboard shapes go. So here we have little $5 bills and some dollar coins. All this punches out. Look how easily that punches out. So let's set these off to the side here. And these are actually going to stand out. These make your game board. I think there's a picture here. There's not, and actually, yeah, see how this is? So you'll set your tiles underneath the dice. I'm assuming you draft based on your rolls. Look at me making up the rules before I've even read them. You saw me open it up. So this is my first foray into this. That's pretty cool. All right, we got a little family. So that's probably each of the characters. Is this a 1 to 5 player game or 2 to 5 player or 2 to 4? So 2 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes. So let's take a close look at these. So here's the one that I popped a bunch out. Carpenter, Town Hall Warehouse, our sombrero wearing friend here. And on this one, is it like a school building or a church? Oh, it's a church. There's a mine, got more money. Maybe our little, not a sheriff, but just our guy from the town. Here's our cowboy, the distillery and the saloon. Another mine. What do we got here? We have some yurts or teepees, Undertaker. Something tells me that if you have the ability to die in the game, I'll spend a lot of time with the Undertaker. Here's our little female friend there. We have another one here as well, and this is the Inn, Undertaker, and Distillery. And then finally we have a well, a tax office, a zoning office, planning office, some sort of monument that says, oh, just Pioneer Days. Library, Census Bureau, courthouse, Native Affairs, and then some more people here. All right. Look at the dice. So this is interesting. I can't say that I've seen dice this color before. They are a, looks like chocolate candy kind of brown. It's gonna, looking at both my camera screen and my preview screen that's off over here, and they look like they're coming across a little bit darker, maybe about right on par, but they look like almost like a retro 70s chocolate candy. See how these things roll. There's a bunch of 1s and 2s, they're pretty accurate. Oh no, look at that. That wouldn't have been too bad of a roll if we're playing Yahtzee or something. Anyway, so we have some cards here. Open these up. I can never get into the, okay. Yeah, I use my teeth. I can never open cards. I wish there was a different way. I do like when you get the cards and they're in that little, almost like it's folded over and stuck, you just peel and kind of shake your cards out. I never use that for swords. Does anybody else use that? They put their cards back, excuse me, back into that? I usually don't. I then just put them in the box. All right, so we have some wanted cards, gold and silver, and then these are these double-sided? Let me see, Standard Empresario, Sheriff 1. Oh, so I wonder, all right, this is interesting. So are these individual, maybe individual player powers, everybody starts the same? Or you can use, and they're actually named characters and everybody has an asymmetric ability? I'm just guessing. I like the art on this. It follows the Pioneer Days art a little bit, or a lot of it. I'm definitely a fan of the cartoony style of it. Cool, now let's take a look at these wanted cards. So, got gold and silver. Let's start with the gold. And, all right, so this looks like, probably isn't, but the way this is reminds me of Gold West a little bit. That's another excellent game that if you have not played, it's a TMG game as well, that my wife and I picked up at a, there's a used games sale at our local gaming store, Meeple Madness, and we picked it up and we were blown away with it. We've had a lot of fun with it. Nice little Euro-y game, but it's a lighter Euro-y. You know, there's a lot of moving pieces, not even a lot of moving pieces, but it's lighter, but it's not too light, if that makes any sense. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We've played it a lot. So then here are the silver ones. I wonder if these are different eras, different turns. I don't know. We'll have to see when I read the rules, which probably be maybe tonight, maybe. Yeah, it'll probably be tonight. If the wife falls asleep early tonight, it'll be tonight. Otherwise, it might be tomorrow. And here we have a little sheriff's head, like a cowboy head meeple. It's pretty nice. It could be the sheriff. Who knows? Is that the sheriff? And then score sheets. So there's a lot of score sheets here. Now we like to laminate our score sheets. Something we've recently started doing, very recently. Especially if you get a book of them like this. Just you take the first couple of them, laminate them, use dry erase markers, and then you can reuse them. Because I'm always afraid that I'm going to run out. I remember being a kid and getting Yahtzee, like sometime in the 80s, and wondering if I run out of these, I'll never be able to play the game again. And you know what? I've had that same game for over 30 years, and I've never run out of sheets. Anyway, that is Old West Empresario. TMG Games, and this is coming out very soon. It's coming out, I think they're going to be selling it at Gen Con, in fact. And I'm not sure if it's just going to be available there at first and then shortly thereafter make its way to your FLGS and online game stores and everything, but definitely keep a lookout for it. We'll be having a review and a playthrough coming out for this one, just because this definitely seems to be a game that is our speed. And I can see us playing this a lot, so we'll definitely be doing a review and a full playthrough. 2 to 4 player game. So there you have it, Old West Empresario. Keep an eye out for it, and thanks for hanging out. Definitely, if you are new to the channel and you haven't seen us before, consider subscribing. We do unboxings, game playthroughs, all that jazz, reviews, whatever. And we're on social media. You can check us out pretty much anywhere. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. My name is Lee, and we will see you next time. Cheers.